The Rambam begins. If somebody placed 4 pieces of wood as pillars in the 4 corners of the roof, we'll go down to the Peirush, and the Hilchos Sukkah, and he puts schach on top of them. Since the schach is on the edge of the roof, it's kosher. And we see the mechitzas, which are below, in other words, the wall below, as if it goes up, as if they reach the schach on top. This is a thing called good asig mechitzas. The mechitzas rise, as if we raise them up. The Rebbe disagrees. This is not correct. Why should be kosher? Rav Nachman, who says koi, it remains in a beteku. He's not sure whether it does work or it doesn't work. We'll see the Gemara as we go along. But usually the rule is by a teku, that is seiku deraisa, we're machmer and we passel we don't allow it to be built. We say it's possible. The Magen Mishnah cites the source, which is Sukkah 4b, Tanah Rabbanan. The Chacham learned that if he put 4 beams and he put on top of them schach, so Yaakov says it's okay, and the Chacham say it's possible. Amar Rav Huna. This is where Rav Huna says that it's only when it's found on the 4 corners of the roof that therefore Rav Yaakov Sova, I mean in good asig mechitzas, that Rav Yaakov is the opinion that the walls go up and we have walls, and therefore we have 4 walls and schach. The Rambam say good asig le'aminim. You don't say the walls go up, but every aval be'emsa, if you would put the 4 beams in the middle of the roof, not near the outside walls, when they're standing in the middle of the roof, everyone would agree it's possible, because there's no, even if the walls go up, they're far away from this middle section of the roof, and you can't say good asig mechitzas. Rav Nachman disagrees with Rav Yaakov, and he says no, the disagreement is only in the middle of the roof, and we don't know about the outside walls, whether it's a machlokas or not. We'll see. Now there are some who have the language they ask the question according to Rav Nachman. When he says that the machlokas is in the middle, he means that on the outer ones everyone agrees that it's kosher, or maybe he means to say the machlokas is even in the middle, and Rabbi Yaakov would still say it's okay, and on that we remained without a determination as to whether what he meant. Now, many of the Go'onim had a different text. Rav Nachman says in the middle of the roof is a machlokes, but on the outside it's definitely kosher. So there's no question about that. And since they asked Rav Huna, they asked Rav Huna a question, therefore the halacha is Rav Nachman, that the Chachamim passel only in the middle of the roof, but on the edge, everyone agrees it's kosher. The halacha is like the Chachamim, and so writes Rav Yitzchak Even Geis, in the name of Rav Shri Yisrael Goinim, that it's kosher if it's on the outside walls. If they're directly on the edge of the outside walls is where you place the posts upon which you put the schach. The Magen Mishnah says that this would seem to be the correct text, because according to the first one, Rav Nachman disagrees on the middle roof, and he argues that Rabbi Yaakov says it's kosher, and he shouldn't say in the middle of the roof it's a machlokes, because he's not adding on that anything, because Rabbi Yaakov also says it's in the middle of the roof it's a machlokes. Furthermore, the Gemara says maybe we should disprove Rabbi Yaakov from 2 points. That would seem that in Rav Nachman that they were not Rav Nachman. For sure there was a machlokes was only in the middle, not on the outer edges. And even though it's not, one can disagree with this statement, but it would seem to be the correct text. According to this text, so the Rambam's words are readily understandable. That in the words of Rav Nachman, there's no suffix He says they only disagree where? In the middle of the roof. The Racham say it's possible because you don't have walls. But if you put up sticks on the edge of the roof, even according to the Rachamim, it's kosher because we say good asing mechitzas. This is halacha l'Moshe Messina. It's hard to say that the Racham didn't accept this halacha l'Moshe Messina that the walls go up, and that's the way the Rambam paskins. But the Rae Gann had the text in the Gemara that even Rav Nachman maybe feels that the Racham disagree even on the edge of the roof. They disagree in that too, and that is what remains undetermined. And therefore, the Rae Gann says, since we do not know if the Racham disagree, but if they disagree, then we would have to say it's taken. We don't know what the halacha is like, and therefore it should be possible, not kosher, even on the edge of the roof, not only in the middle of the roof. The Shulchan Aruch in 630 Siv Vov says, if you put 4 beams, whether it's in the middle of the roof, whether it's on the edge of the roof, and you put on top of it schach, it's possible, which seems to be like the Rae Gann, and it would seem this is the Rosh's opinion as well. The Mishnah Berurah adds that even though regarding Shabbos we find that everyone agrees there's a concept of good asig mechitzas, it's halacha l'Moshe Sinai, so you can't say that Racham disagree with that idea. However, by Sukkah you need actual walls rather than theoretical walls. Mechaber continues, and there are those who say that if you put it on the edges, it's kosher because you say good asik mechitzas, and that's the Rambam Shita. And the Ritz Evangelius who cites Rav Shchira going, Rav Yisroel going. The Mishnah Berurah adds, we say good asik only when the kundeisen are on the edge of the wall, edge of the roof, and therefore the outside of the wall goes up. But if they're distant from the outer edge, even less than 3 tefachim, you do not say it's kosher. Why? Technically you have lovud and you have good asik, because you don't say by sukkah two ideas. One would be lovud, anything that's within 3 tefachim is attached, and the second one is that the walls go up. And he ends the halacha is like the first thought, that even if it's on the edge of the roof, it is not kosher, and one should not build a sukkah that way.